Hello, Internet, and thank you for joining me today. So, I feel this need to create content. It's probably related to the YouTube algorithm. However, I'm having a bit of a problem here because nothing has tickled my taint enough this week or in the intervening weeks for me to make a full video. So, I'm just going to shotgun a few subjects that have been bothering me over the last couple of months or so. And we're going to see how this one turns out. But just keep in mind that while I'm here giving you my 2 cents, that because of Bidenomics, that's not going to go as far as it would have 4 years ago. Now, speaking of politics here, let's go ahead and talk about Concord. So Concord's been covered to death by a dozen other channels that have a lot more to say about it and might have even played the game, but they would have been one of the few. The only thing I feel like I can add to this particular conversation is just that it feels like to me several people are shocked, and they really shouldn't be. You see, I saw this when it first previewed during a PlayStation Direct, and I was reading the comments, and no one was positive about it. Everyone already hated this thing, sight unseen. Everyone wanted to see what they were going to do with the next Spider-Man game, and this was just an annoying, pretentious thing in the way of that. So for everyone over at Sony or Firewalk or anywhere else to look at this and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that we didn't make it, it just rings hollow. You knew what you were doing. Everyone knew that this thing was going to bomb, so why are you feigning such surprise here? Stop it. Just admit you knew it sucked, and let's all move on with our lives. Although I will add that being shut down after 2 weeks is hilarious. Star Wars Outlaws. So if you're like me, it's actually kind of a surprise that this game is actually out, mostly because I literally did not see any fanfare for it. It doesn't even seem like people are hating on it that much. It's just come out and no one cares, which I think is a great direction for Star Wars to go in particular because the Acolyte was such a mess that we all just need to collectively take a break from Star Wars. Let's get some actual writers in here and let's get back on track. And boy, howdy, does it look like Ubisoft is headed for just the worst year on record. It's going to be really funny to see how all of this plays out, especially with the Assassin's Creed Shadows, which, speaking of Assassin's Creed Shadows, this is another topic I feel like has been covered to death, because there's all this historical inaccuracy and, just the general idea is a bad one. You finally set an Assassin's Creed in Japan, and you're going to play as a non-Japanese person. Hollywood already tried this garbage, and it worked, but only because Tom Cruise has massive selling power. Needless to say, I don't hold out hope for Ubisoft's stock price anytime soon. Pro reboot. I'm actually hoping that I'm going to be able to do a full review on this when it comes out to streaming. I'm just currently broke as a joke, and I'm not going to be able to go see it. And in the intervening time, I guess I'll just put something here that says something vaguely like, go check out my trailer reaction for any thoughts on this. But stay tuned for a full review on that. The PlayStation 5 Pro. Sony, you're killing me with this one. First you did Concord, and now you're doing this. What's next? Are you going to tell me that you were behind the planning of 9/11? I'm doing this on September 12th. But in all seriousness, this might be the end of Sony as we know it and understand it. They have made some terrible financial decisions within the past few years, And this is going to blow up in their faces, unbelievably so. I mean, come on, guys. 700 bones for just an upgrade, and a minor one at that. I mean, they haven't released specs yet, but you're not going to really do much for $700. It either needed to be like 1,500 or it needed to be like 400. This price point's going to kill all of your sales. And really, it hurts me as a Sony fanboy. Yeah, I'm actually a Sony fanboy. I love PlayStation. I've played on PlayStations basically my whole life since they started releasing them. And the fact that I could buy 2 and some change Steam Decks for the price of this PlayStation 5 Pro, yeah, you're not going to win me over with that, buddy. I'm going to spend my money elsewhere, or at least the money I would be spending if I had the money to spend. Like, come on, Sony. Competition is a thing. The sooner you learn that, the sooner I can go back to loving you. Seasonal anime. So this season of anime has really bummed me out. I can't really sink my teeth into any one series, it feels like. I've been watching some of Alia off and on, but that's really not keeping my attention the way it should. I think it has something to do with the sister. I couldn't tell you, but the only things I'm consistently keeping up with are the Nobody anime and Plus-Sized Elf. And those are for very different reasons, but I can't get into anything else. So I actually just wanted to throw this out here because this is the end of the video. Leave me a comment on what you guys are watching this season. And if you have anything that you would like me to watch or review, just go ahead and leave that down there in the comments. I would love to read about it. Or if you have movies, TV shows, books, comic books, anything like that, I'm open to making content on anything. This was just kind of an experimental video that I'm doing to kill some time in between projects here, because I think I can get this one out pretty quick, but everything else is going to take some time. Also, I think I might be doing a seasonal chart review, one of those seasonal chart things that they come out with every so often for anime. Might do a rundown of that in the near future. That'd be kind of fun, I think. But yeah, again, just go ahead and leave me a comment down there if you made it this far in the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, like and subscribe.